Okay, so in today's video, we're gonna do something a little bit different than what I'm normally used to. It's a little bit more candid, no script or anything, but we're going to take my friend's PC and do a little upgrade. I've picked out a few parts. He's got a a micro ATX board and first gen Ryzen system. It just needs some love. I'll show you some clips of what it looks like right now and sort of like the current state of things. Every once in a while he'll reach out and I'll give him, some advice on like what parts he should buy or whatever. And the last time he bought a 2070 Super, I think. It's either 2070 or 2070 Super and a new power supply. So, it's been a little while since he's done any sort of upgrade to it, but it definitely is in need of some TLC, and I'll show you what's going on right now. All right, so here she is. Here's the PC. So what I want to do, I've done this already, but I want to show you what it sounds like when we turn it on. So I'm gonna remove the side panel here. Oh yeah. Give me a second, I'm gonna turn the mic around. All right. So hopefully you can get a good idea of what this baby sounds like. That's what this fan sounds like. Oh, there's another one. If anything, we're gonna take care of this problem today. Also, check out this. Nice airflow. Okay, so now that you've seen exactly what's happening with the computer right now, it's obvious we need to do something about it. So what we're going to do is we're gonna do a case swap. I've got some new fans, got a new CPU cooler. The CPU cooler that we're gonna go with today is this ID cooling cooler that I've never used before. I haven't heard anything bad about it, so I just said go ahead and get that. It's a good price. We've got some Antec fans, and they're compatible with the RGB on the motherboard, which is pretty limiting because it's only like 4-pin RGB. As far as I know, the CPU cooler is 4-pin, so we should be okay with that. In terms of the case, I'll show you in a little bit, but this case is a Game Max Spark. I've seen other manufacturers with this same case. I think the one that comes to my mind is Yeehan. It's a micro ATX case. It's pretty sleek. It looks kind of just like a small form factor build that I would want for myself. Okay, so what we're working with today is we've got a first gen Ryzen part. It's a 1700X paired with a B350M Bazooka. It's an MSI micro ATX board. Not the highest tier of motherboard or anything like that. This motherboard only has 2 SATA ports and an M.2 slot that is currently not occupied. We're not gonna be doing anything in terms of upgrading storage or anything. It's just gonna be a case swap, CPU cooler, fan, makeover. It's not gonna sound like you heard. So yeah, we're just doing a makeover video for this PC. It's just real simple. I've never made a video like this before, so this is a little new. So bear with me. Don't forget, if you do enjoy this video, make sure to hit it with a like and maybe hit me with a subscribe, because we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and we're well on our way to making it to that goal. So I really appreciate all of the support on the channel so far, but let's get into the build. Okay, so I wanted to make a quick note about this case. I had no idea how to open it. What do you do? There was no manual in the box or anything like that for me to reference. So I took to online and found a manual that way. And in order for you to find the manual or the sheet that shows you how to dismantle the case, it's inside the case. It's inside the case. You have to dismantle the case to find out how to dismantle the case. Interesting. Just interesting. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, so everything was going really smoothly the other day until I went to go install the CPU cooler. He had an aftermarket CPU cooler on it. It was a Cooler Master thing. It's the goofy little UFO looking thing. That doesn't use the stock AMD backplate, and this new cooler does. So the problem that I ran into was that I needed a stock AMD backplate. So I asked him if he had the backplate, and he said, yeah, but it's at my parents', which is several hours away. So I said, okay, well, I'll just order one and we'll keep going. So unfortunately, I had to wait a couple days, but we got a backplate. So let's keep building. I left a peel in there. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, so the build's done. I think it turned out really, really nice. It's a lot more clean and sleek than the old case was. The lighting looks really, really good. These fans ended up turning out really good. Temps all seem to be in check and everything. This is a much better airflow situation than in the previous case, so I wasn't really too concerned about that. In terms of like building in this case, I don't really have too many gripes with it. It definitely is kind of a cheaper case. There's not a lot of like the side panels are all screwed in. You can't just pop them out. Like a lot of new cases, you can just kind of pry them off and they come off really easily. So if you do really need to get in there, you do have to bust out the screwdriver. There's not a lot of space in the back to run cables. A lot of it ended up being sort of shoved up in the front here. And then there is kind of a channel up here right at the top of the motherboard where I've kind of shoved a bunch of cabling up there, especially for the fans and such. I would build in this case again if I didn't have to do all of the cable management and things for the RGB fans. Robin has entered the room. Hi. Is it dinner time yet? Are you hungry? Don't hit the camera, please. But yeah, overall, installation of the water cooler was pretty straightforward and simple, as it should be. Really, it was just a battle against cables and doing all the cable management. I think he's going to be very pleased. I did do the peel on this side. I see now that there's a peel on the inside. I left a peel in there. Whoops. Whoops. This case uses tempered glass for both sides. I'm not a big fan of that. Makes me a little nervous when you're, pushing cables down and stuff like that. There is enough space back there, especially behind this right here. A little bracket that you can put SSDs on. I put the SATA SSD on the back. There's another spot to put it there, just so that it's out of the way, and this is a little bit more cleaner. And then if he ever decides he wants to put something else in, he can use these slots. Man, that looks so much better now that I took the freaking film off. So anyway, I think this turned out really, really nice, and I think that my buddy's gonna really dig this. If you like the video, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And I'll probably do more stuff like this. So if you're into PC building and stuff like that, there's probably gonna be more of it. If you're into the Steam Deck, I've got a lot of videos about the Steam Deck already. So stay tuned to the channel, and we'll see you next time. I'm kind of jealous. This is pretty cool. Now that I took the film off, it's like really clear and really cool. It's really pretty. But yeah.